Hi, good morning. My name is Jared. Thank you for watching this video. Today I'm going to demo to you or show you a review on this Zazio thermal pad that apply to my laptop to see the effectiveness of it cooling down the laptop processing. Okay, now this is what I have, Dell laptop with the i5 processor 8350U, and now I just turn it on, and with the spicy program on and the taskbar manager is running at the like ideal stage, which is like 2% processing power. And now I'm in the room temperature, no aircon, just a fan blowing distant from me. And you can look at it, the processing power is low, and how I call that, the SSD temperature is at the 40 degrees Celsius, and the processor power is about 46. If you can zoom in and see the how I call the temperature setting there. Oh, sorry. Now, since this is the business laptop, it doesn't have a graphic processor. It doesn't have a standalone graphic card, so it didn't have a graphic card temperature checking there. Now, so I will zoom out a little bit. Then what I will do in the next part is that I'm going to open box this Zazio thermal pad and cut into a small size and apply to the CPU thermal pipe there, and then also, if possible, I will apply to the SSD so that it will show you. Then after that, I will show you again the video that whether it will really reduce the temperature, or maybe just want to check how effective is this thermal pad. Hi, welcome back. As you can see, it just took me about 10 minutes to and to install the thermal paste into the CPU heating pipe, and also an SSD. Usually when I see people do this in the CPU desktop SSDs, that there's a aluminum stick on top of it, but it doesn't matter. This is a non-electronic conductive, so you stick anyway. It's okay, just a test. And I just want to really test it out, how is the heat conductivity. Okay, now usually, let me zoom in a little bit for you. Usually when the PC start up, it will have a slightly high temperature because it's loading up the software and all the programs, and furthermore, I'm not using any notebook cooler, so this is the usual scenario that I have. So as mentioned, if you remember the video in the earlier part, that the temperature for the SSD is 40, I remember clearly, whereby the CPU is remain ideal at around 46 if I'm not mistaken. So by applying to how we call that, this thermal Zizio thermal pad into the heating pipe, I'm not too sure if you like reduce even 1 degree, as I don't know. Alright, so while letting the CPU to go to the idle stage, like what happened before, no program is open, the CPU is running on 2%, and etc. So let's talk about it. Well, why heating is very crucial to the laptop user. Most of the users are not aware because they either get it from a company laptop or the personal laptop. They just use it and do the normal processing and typing. But if you pay a little bit attention or a little bit improve your knowledge on taking care of your 3C devices, if your laptop is overheat, it will reduce the performance for the laptop, because the CPU cannot sustain high heat, and therefore it will have a program to reduce the performance so that it maintain at a lower temperature. So if you don't take care of it, then you will either make the hardware lifespan shorter, or you will just shut down the PC totally. Now in these circumstances, usually people will just get a notebook cooler, which I don't really like. As you can see, this is a flat surface. If you put a laptop cooler, then you'll be like this, and then your wrist will be like up, tilt up, then you have this wrist problem. I'm trying to avoid that, to put a slightly lower surface, or like maybe put some something to just tilt up a little bit, but not the full laptop cooler type. Okay, so then with the fan, then you can really help to take care of the laptop. But so this is the solution here. Okay, now I've been talking about a few minutes already, so let's zoom in and see the result of it. Is that okay? Now for the SSD, is obviously maintained at 40 degrees Celsius, okay? But the good news is for the CPU is from 46, it managed to reduce like 3 degrees Celsius on the idle stage. On the idle stage means it's no point for me to stress test it, like load like YouTube 4K video, play games and all this thing, because it will sure heat up. When the things go heat up like almost 70 degrees Celsius, even you reduce like 2 degrees, it's still 68, it's still hot. Okay, idle stage is more concerned to our regular usage for U processor, because most of the time you are like idle, like waiting for people to reply, open a browser, then it depends, waiting for the response, so it will not really like max out the processor. Okay, so this is common thing. Just now, if you are paying attention, it will really, when the U type processor shoot up the performance, it really heat it up. But now with this Zizio thermal pad, I think one thing I realized is really cooling here. For this Dell notebook, usually the heat comes from my left hand side here when I'm typing on this SD keyboard area, but now with this thermal pad, I don't really hear the fan sound kicking in. Is very nice. Okay, I can say it's very nice. Do I recommend a buy? This thermal pads 1.0 millimeter with that size, this small patch size is about 30 ringgit if I'm not mistaken. I will attach the Shopee link at this video below. If you want to have a DIY solution to just apply the thermal pad in your CPU to cool it down, then maybe I can suggest you buy a slightly thicker, like 1.5 mm or 3.0 mm. There is a three type of thickness. Make sure you buy the 12.8 watt stroke MK thermal conductivity, because this is the highest I can find in the market. There are some, as you know, China brand in AliExpress and Taobao.
I think they are selling, if I'm not mistaken, I did search about it, it's about 10.0 watts. So it's not good because the conductivity is very low. Okay, so let's come back to my laptop here. So this is what I monitor. Of it, I can conclude that after apply a thermal pad, the CPU temperature has dropped from average 46 to 44. Okay, so it really works. Okay, maybe next time if there's any promotion and stuff like that, I'm consider buy the 2.0 mm to make sure it's thick enough to like have more better heat disbursement. Okay, that's all from my video today. So thank you for watching. So once again, my name is Jared. If you like the video that I'm doing right now to share with you my experience in 3C product reviewing and this channel, please remember to hit the subscribe button and follow my channel. I look forward to see you in my next video. Bye.